comes the thunder.
Hey everyone, Mr. Comics A9 here. So, it has been quite a year for me, my comic book collecting. It's definitely something, as you might have known from my channel on Instagram if you follow me, that I have been deployed to South Korea since the beginning of June 2025. So it's been very hard for me to collect any comic books except online, have them shipped back home. And so a lot of the big books that I might have gotten later throughout the year have kind of been down, not as much just because of that fact, but I have managed to get a few books, including one huge book here with just under 2 weeks left in the year, so it'll be my biggest book of the year. So welcome to the top 25 books of 2025. So let's get to the party started. I'll slide over here and it'll appear over here. So one honorable mention is the Marvel swimsuit special of Mary Jane by J. Scott Campbell. Just love his artwork, love his comic book. Now, this is not, a lot of these pictures will not be, in fact, all these pictures are not going to be of my actual comic because I am not with my comics, so they're all stock photos. But this is Mary Jane. I believe the one I bought did have his autograph signature on it, which is very cool. But just gorgeous. I only bought this one cover. I didn't want to buy all of them. I thought about the Black Cat one. I think there was a Black Cat one. I can't remember right now, but I thought about more, but only ended up getting that one. But that's the honorable mention. All right, 25. Now, all these books go from huge keys that I just like the cover. Kind of that's what all comes up with my 25. But number 25 here, we got a small key of the sensational Spider-Man number 0. It's when Ben Reilly becomes Spider-Man. Important character in Spider-Man's history. Currently Chasm. I kind of like the idea of Ben Reilly playing an evil version of Peter Parker Spider-Man, if not a dark side, you know, like Tobey Maguire in Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man number 3 when the Venom suit was making him dark Peter. So I like that aspect. All right, number 24, a slightly older book, but I was missing the cover A. Batman Beyond issue number 40, where the ID of Batwoman Beyond is revealed. When I was getting this issue and it first came out, only cover B was available, cover A wasn't there, but I liked the character, I liked the Batman Beyond. This is just a book I wanted in cover A, and I just needed to buy it. Finally bought it this year, and I'm just happy. Love Batman Beyond, it's my favorite Batman. Alright, for 23, it's a really new book this year. In fact, its miniseries is not finished. 1776, we're going to go over, just sake of argument, issue number 1 here. I love history, I love Spider-Man, I love, military history, I'm in the army. You throw all that together in Spider-Man, with Spider-Man, this is just awesome. Spider-Man fighting the American Revolution with George Washington, saving America. It's just awesome. It was like, when I saw this book, it was like, yes. If I ever come across a 9.8, I'll probably buy it. Just saying. That's how much I like the idea and the issue, and I've been enjoying this series since it's come out. Speaking of enjoying this series, no, that's a little later on. Number 22. Is the first of my upgrades this year. A couple of books I bought this year were not new books, they were upgrades for my ASM collection because I have a complete Amazing Spider-Man collection and I needed a upgraded book. I have like a list of 250 Spider-Man books of, okay, this is a 4.0, but I really want it in a 8.0 at the minimum, or it's a incomplete book or water damaged book. I need it to be a complete and undamaged book. So the first of that is Amazing Spider-Man 133. It has a couple of small holes in the cover of my old issue. So the one I bought looks more like the picture here, complete and nice. It's at least a solid high mid-grade of like 7 or so. So it's more presentable for me and what I felt at least the bare minimum I needed. So, all right, number 21, Spider-Man number 1 from '97. This is the continuation / finish of the Spider-Man animated series. Finally, after all these years, I mean, the art is my only complaint on these series. I love the story so far. I just wish we had, I wish we had JR at this, whatever, his art would at least be better than this guy's. This guy can't do faces. I mean, his style does look very flattering to the show, but the faces, at least Mary Jane's faces and Peter's faces, are just... Everyone in here looks a little beat up, that's all I'm saying. But I am happy to have the book regardless. I cannot wait for the ending to find out. You know, now Mary Jane's back, yay. You know, let's just have them get married again. That's all I'm saying. Alright, number 20. Amazing Spider-Man number 1 of volume 7. This is a 150 cover with a Gil Kane incentive hidden gem variant, JR penciler. I just liked it. Just one of those books is 150, you know, really, really cool artwork. It was really, really nice. And just nothing fancy, but I just had to have it. You know what I mean? One of the books I just wanted to have. All right. Speaking of JR, Batman Punisher. This is their second crossover of Batman and Punisher. This is the story, I believe, where like Batman basically, you know, Joker, you know, Punisher has Batman. Punisher has Joker basically, you know, get into the head, and Joker's all, oh no, take me to Arkham or whatever, going like, you're not going to. And Joker has a flash of like, you're serious? I'm actually gonna die. This is not how the game is played. I love this. I mean, Punisher and Batman are awesome. You know, Batman would win every single time, but you gotta love the... Punisher is definitely Batman without the rules of no killing and no guns. That's all I'm saying. You know, Punisher, I can have the ability to be training as much and to be as skilled as Batman. He just needs the extra oomph in there. Alright, number 18. Amazing Spider-Man number 75. This is another upgrade. Classic John Romita Sr. artwork. This is one of the upgrades that I will not be getting rid of the old one, because the ASM 75 that I got was like an AOK from another Spider-Man collector, and so I'm not going to get rid of the issue. It's a memory, you know, keepsake and gratitude, so I'm not going to get rid of the original. But I had to have, but it was missing right there, not in the trade dress, but well, you can see my finger here, the top left corner of the Spider-Man trade thing or whatever next to the trade. I think that part was missing. There might have been a big tear somewhere in there. Again, I can't look at my original, but yeah, the new cover looks much more like this, and I think it's definitely mid-grade, or mid-grade to like 8.0, somewhere in there. But it's definitely a much better condition book, and I'm just happy to have it. But again, I'll be keeping both these issues in my collection. All right, this next one here, number 17, is a book that I bought at a is a book I remember buying in person at a local small. It's called Cosmic Con in Colorado Springs, right after got to Fort Carson. Yeah, it's not the highest, but it's Avenging Spider-Man number 9 CBCS 9.0. I believe this is the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. I can't remember. I forgot to make that note before before I started doing the show here that I'm looking at. But I've been wanting this book since I first saw it years ago. I think I might have even been wanting it because I enjoyed her movies. You know, I think Captain Marvel's Brie Larson, I think she gets a lot of unnecessary hate. Honestly, I do. But then again, that's my unpopular opinion. Everyone else seems to have no problem hating on her. Alright, number 16. Another Captain America book, 122. Captain America fighting the Scorpion on the cover. Just a very, classic. I think this is just a key only for its classic cover art. Just gorgeous. Spider-Man fighting a Spider-Man villain. Believe the Capitol's in the background. Got to the top of my head. Just, again, history, politics, Spider-Man. I'm in the army. Captain America. I'm getting a few Captain America keys and important books that I want because I am in the army, and I just feel like I need to have, as a comic book collector, I need to have a good amount of Captain America keys, important books at least, or good or cool books. And this book makes it cover because makes the cut. I apologize so much. All right, number 15. I found this book in person at a place called Kapow Comics. Has a little coffee shop attached to it. It's Spider-Man, Star Wars, issue number 41. Cool picture of Millennium Falcon on the cover. First cameo appearance of Yoda. You know, I've seen on the inside there, it's kind of cool. And it's one of those older Spider-Man, Star Wars books that I just want to have. I'm not going to collect all Star Wars by any means, but like maybe Dr. Kefla. You know what I'm talking about. Her first appearance. You know, maybe Ahsoka Tano kind of thing. Those books, you know, of important characters or important things. You know, like I've gotten the books related to the movies, you know, this one included, but I'm not going to buy all of them, but that's one of the things I want to do. Alright, number 14. This is another book that I bought. I bought the B cover first because one of these books I want to collect all the way through is every Ultimate Spider-Man, and by association, because Miles Morales started in the Ultimate Spider-Man run. This is every issue of Miles Morales Spider-Man. And this cover here, a Miles Morales Spider-Man volume 1, is that time still? Anyway, number 13 is the first Billy Morales, Miles' sister. Cover B was the only one available at the time when I was buying it, or at least when I was willing to spend on it, so I bought cover B. Because it was hot at the time, and it's come down since then, and I just wanted to cover A. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be the same way if I need cover A for all my issues of Miles Morales Ultimate. I don't think so, but we'll see. This is the one I definitely want to get in cover A. I needed to just get it, you know what I mean? I mean, for ASM in my collection, part of the upgrades is getting cover A's where I have variants, and I don't think it's going to be the same way for Miles Morales, except for certain books. There will be certain books I have to buy that way. But otherwise, it shouldn't be that way for the rest of them. Alright, we're about to enter the big books here, some of the bigger books. Number 13, Wolverine, number 60. This is volume 3. It's the first appearance of Old Man Logan and Hawkeye. Really cool. I think I also have 65 or 67, but it just didn't make the cut, which is like the first Spider. Hawkeye's daughter or granddaughter marrying Spider-Man or whatever, and popping a kid out and becoming Spider. But Old Man Logan, really cool. After all, Disney's gonna make Hugh almost said the wrong hue. He's gonna make Wolverine do it till he's 90. So after all, we'll have plenty of time to do Old Man Logan when he's 90. It will be natural, no makeup added. Really cool. All right, number 12. This is a book I didn't think I would really own. You know, because it's not a book, not a comic book I'm buying, not a comic book I'm actively buying. This book I'm buying because I bought because it was a key, and it was in person and cheap enough. It is Spawn #1, newsstand. So, very, very cool. Excuse me. I don't collect many Spawn issues. Here and there I have a Spawn or two. Excuse me, for some reason. The most Spawn I really have is like Spawn 296 to 301. If you know Todd McFarlane, you could probably guess why. Spawn 298, Spawn 299, Spawn 300, Spawn 301, all mirrored his ASM issues. And so, in comic cover homages, so I just had to buy those covers. Because Spider-Man. I was born in the time period of Todd McFarlane on ASM, and Todd is one of the best Spider-Man artists I've ever seen. Really, really cool. Wish he would do cover art still once in a while, but you know, I just, definitely love Todd McFarlane and his Mary Jane. Definitely love his Mary Jane. Anyway, but Spawn #1, picked it up. One of the first big books I bought, I think, this year. So that's one thing. All right, these next two books, we have cracked the, nope, we're not yet, actually. Funny enough, we would have cracked the top 10 with beginning of two more Spider-Man upgrades, but the book I bought today is not the case. Number 11, Amazing Spider-Man 134, the first of my, one of the big Spider-Man upgrades. CGC 5.0. This is the second appearance of Gwen Stacy and the second Harry Osborn. This one was an upgrade because my original one was the only Steve Ditko where I had coverless comic book. So that was the upgrade for this one, is a 0.5 because it was coverless. I needed this book to have a cover. I needed to be complete. That was the criteria there. And so while I'm looking for it, it was like, okay, where can I find the cheapest, highest grade, lowest amount? I had to find that here, and I finally found, I think it might have been 120, 125 after I paid for it, shipped. But I figured that was a good price for a CGC 5.0. Nice, solid mid right down there. It was perfect, ultimately. And I thought maybe, and I think maybe partly because the last Steve Ditko issue book I have of 38 is a 5.0 too. I thought maybe just might have just been symmetry, you know what I mean? So I bought that. Alright, top 10 books. Here we go. We're starting off again with Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man number 55. This is a CGC 4.0 conservative grade. And I think the conservative label on top reads like cleaning to the cover. Whatever, technically speaking, don't you clean it anyway when you use it when you're trying to get a boost in the grade. But whatever. 4.0. Love. This is like I think this is my favorite Doc Ock cover, honestly. Love it. This was an upgrade to my ASM collection. My other issue was Raw, and it was Raw because it was missing that trade dress. Doc Ock was missing his forehead. Amazing Spider-Man is ripped off because of that whole ad or whatever in the back of the front cover. Kids cut out, kids rip out, send it in, they get whatever. So I just hated having that issue incomplete like that, or a cover incomplete. I needed it to be complete. And so I found this one again, 120, 125 shipped, I think. Or maybe I did it for both of them about that time, about that much. Who knows? fact, it might have been. I might have spent like $170, $150 total with both of them shipped, which very impressive. I bought those 2 issues graded for the sole reason of having books to show off on Only Slabs, on Rob, Fat Stack's channel on Only Slabs. Check it out, Only Slabs. Look it up on YouTube. It is a great show, great channel, hosted by, Rob and Chris. Just love it. And I had these 2 books here. I bought grades because of it. I know I basically have gone through almost my entire graded collection, and I wanted back on the show. And to get back on the show, I didn't want to just put old books here. I needed new books. And so I've been buying books graded just because I could show them off. I am so sorry. I was up early this morning. I'm actually getting ready. I'm getting ready to leave. I shipped back home at the very beginning of February, so I'm starting to get organized to leave. Anyway, back to the show. Number 9. This is a book I've wanted, honestly, since the show ended, and I found out it was a real cover. Smallville season 11, number 1, second print. Smallville, 10 years of Tom Welling as Superman is awesome, is amazing. I love the Smallville book because it appeared in the show. Had to have it. Maybe someday I'll have it graded as well. Hell, if I actually meet Tom Welling in person, because I was already here in Korea when they appeared at the Denver Fan Expo this year, and just sucks. But I can meet him in person, but hopefully one day in person I'll be able to and have him sign this book. Alright, number 8. Personally, I don't know how I at the time ended up grading this, putting this book above Smallville, but Marvel Team Up number 65. First appearance of Captain Britain in U.S. Comics. It's one of those books I wanted for a real long time. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe the fact that it was Spider-Man over Superman that I placed it higher. But I'm happy to have it in my collection regardless. Alright. Number 7. I love Spider-Man, and I had to have the first cover appearance of the new Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, because he is married with children. Hell yeah. I mean, Marvels, I don't know why you guys are ending this thing per se, or if it's spinning off into something more, please keep it up. But Ultimate Spider-Man, married with children, if you give me a married Spider-Man in Ultimate Spider-Man with a family, and you keep it going, you never ever have to get Peter Parker and Mary Jane back together in ASM. I will have my I'll have my cake and eat it too. I'll be happily over here reading Ultimate Spider-Man for married Peter Parker, and then over here reading ASM, collecting it, continuing my complete collection. Just insane. So I had to buy Ultimate Invasion number 1, second print, CGC 9.8, because new book, need to get a 9.8, and had to have it. Had to have this book. And so when I finally bought it after the fact, because this is like, I didn't buy this book when it first came out, maybe because I didn't have the money at the time, or I didn't see the hype of, second print. I bought cover A first book and read it and was like, okay, not the greatest story. And just didn't buy I don't think I bought the rest of the Ultimate Invasion books, honestly, except for the fourth one. But it's like, so Spider-Man slipped out. So it was like, well, like, that's this cover. It's like, I need this cover. His first cover appearance. I need this cover. So price, book was up here in value. Now it's back down here. Snatched it up for like $80. Okay, number 6. This is a book I honestly didn't think I would be getting. There's a lot of books I just, I buy facsimiles a lot because I like this so I can have a copy of the book and enjoy it. And just because the original is a big key and I don't want to spend the money on it, at least in the moment, and I don't see the right deal. But this book here, again, I bought it at my local comic book shop. It was, I don't know if it was there when I came back the second time. I think I said to myself it was there again, I would buy it. It was there. I looked at it, and decided, you know what, I'm gonna get it. Uncanny X-Men 266, first full Gambit. His first cover appearance for sure. Because technically his first appearance is in Fantastic Four Annual number 14. So I now have the facsimile and the original, so I'm very happy with that. Alright, we're in the top 5 books. These are 5 books that were like, wow. Or at least 4 of the 5 are wow. Number 4 on the list is, because it was an upgrade. But I, like I said, bought books. Alright, number 5. Tales of Suspension, number 43. Low grade book, doesn't reflect it here because again, stock image. 5th appearance of Iron Man. I found this book for like $20. It's missing a chunk, I think in the top right. But I bought it because Iron Man, early Iron Man, he's still wearing his gold armor before he turns into orange and yellow. Red and yellow. Red and gold, whatever. That early Iron Man. So it's just, you know what? It's a minor key, but again, Tales of Suspense, early Iron Man. Not very expensive. Yeah, you get it. Just one of those books to have in a collection. Building out my older Silver Age collection more. I'm so sorry. I'm just tired. That's just gorgeous. Love it. It might not be the most valuable book, but older Silver Age books love to have. Alright, number 4 here. This is an upgrade. My original was a 9.4 CBCS. I saw this issue at my local comic book store here again in Colorado Springs. And I took my copy in there and I basically said I would like to basically make a trade for store credit, this issue for that one, and then pay the difference. He agreed. And this is Ultimate Fallout number 4, 9.6 CGC, second print. Oh, I made the note here. It was a 9.4 CBCS, so this is a 9.6 CGC, second print of the first appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. I went second print again because I honestly like the second print more. Maybe one day here I will get the first print, but I think I will be just getting it raw if I do. Who knows, maybe what it is, but just 9.6 small upgrade bump. If I ever come across that 9.8, I'll probably trade it in again, just to have that 9.8. But again, love this Miles Morales, love him as Ultimate Spider-Man. Very cool. Alright, number 3. When I saw this book in the wild at Kapow Comics in Colorado Springs, my jaw hit the floor. There are very few Superman books that are like, oh my god, I cannot believe I found this book. You know, I want things like Brainiac, First Appearance of Brainiac, First Appearance of Supergirl. You know, books like that are Superman keys. This book here, he is one of my favorite Superman villains, just because I like what he can do. And I was surprised it's a low mid-grade book, but I was surprised at how cheap it was, honestly. And I snatched it up in a hurry. Action Comics 340, First Appearance of Parasite. I love that cover. It's fun. It was just awesome. And I just couldn't believe I got it for 25 bucks. Something like that. It was ridiculous how much I thought I saved. Or at least how much I got it for, to me. It was impressive. Alright. Number 2. And this was number 1 until literally, 6 hours ago. Daredevil, issue number 16. This is the first Spider-Man artwork by John Romita Sr. And the first Masked Marauder. But back to Spider-Man. John Romita Sr. is like my favorite artist for Spider-Man. I think him and Mark Bagley just do so well with the characters, I find. But I wanted the first artwork appearance by John Romita Sr. and just found it in the store. Oh, I didn't find it in the store, it's an eBay purchase, never mind. But I found it. I decided I was going to buy it. Found the right issue, found the right grade, bought it, and I am excited to have John Romita Sr.'s first cover artwork of Spider-Man. Just gorgeous. Alright. The top book of 2025. This book is definitely one I thought I would never own. And the only reason I actually got it now is because we got a bonus here at the end of the year of the Army, or it's called a bonus. I bought this book. Felt comfortable buying this book because I had plenty of money in my account now, and I didn't even touch half of it. So to buy this book of the bonus I got, and I saw it on Instagram. Thought about buying it. They didn't accept my offer I felt comfortable with. But I found it on mycomicshop.com. Top spot, number 1. Avengers number 4. CBCS 2.0. First Silver Age appearance of Captain America. Because I gotta know they can't afford the first appearance of Captain America. This will probably be, unless I find the occasional Golden Age Captain America that within a price range I'll pay. This is the earliest Captain America I will have. This will be the oldest Captain America I have. The most valuable one is just this. Captain America in Avengers number 4. The color, the red is bright enough. The cover is solid enough. I went through several books looking through it. At one time I was looking at like a $450 beat the hell up 0.5 CGC. Maybe if I saw it in person, but online, I couldn't pull the trigger. And I was going in between 2 or 3 CGC 1.0s. This one's missing a chunk out of the bottom left corner of his. So Spider-Man looks like Captain America looks like his right leg beneath his boot is amputated. It's also missing a portion of the back cover. This cover split, cover split, back cover detached. The other one being, 1.0, but it is, I forget that whatever it is, just like on but then it's just like, do I pay for this book and save $100, or do I spend $100 more for two grade bumps, 2.0 instead of 1.0? It's with a company I prefer, CBCS. The only downside to this book is it's a CBCS with the old label, new slab, but the old label. So it doesn't have that white box behind it. It doesn't have that, where it looks really, really nice. CBCS now I think is a total package. Beautiful label, superior case. The only way CBCS can be any better is if they also start doing custom labels like CGC. Otherwise, I'm sticking with CBCS all the way. But again, this is the top 25 books, all the way from, Sensational Spider-Man issue number 0 at 25, a $20 book, to a not so $20 book with Avengers number 4. Holy shit. Excuse me. This book, like I said, just bought it today, December 21st. Last big book of the year. It'll go to my house sometime around right after Christmas, which is perfectly fine. If it can't. My wife is going down to visit her family for Christmas. My brother is coming up to house sit our dogs, but there will be a day or two where the house is empty because the dogs will be at the kennel, and I'm worried about this package arriving when no one's home. So it's supposed to arrive after Christmas, which I am happy about, because by then it will be someone will be there to pick it up. But that's the top 25 books in my collection. I am happy. Quite a good list here. Avengers 4, ASM 55 and 34. Ultimate Invasion. Minor, but still a really cool book. X-Men 266. Spawn number 1. Avenging Spider-Man number 9. Some of the bigger books. But I'm very happy with my list. So, let me know down below. Comment down below. What is your favorite book of the year? Top 25. What is your favorite book of the year? Comment down below and tell me which was did I pick the right number 1? Because I picked the right number 1. It was Daredevil number 16. Raw just doesn't quite match up to a Avengers number 4. Comment down below. Be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and I cannot wait to be back in February 2026 to begin doing videos like this in person. It's just it's hard. I just couldn't do these videos without it, without being in person. I don't have Wi-Fi in my room. I have to go to the public library, and there's only so much I can do, without Wi-Fi, and books aren't coming by here anyway. So, am I really gonna do these are the books I bought on mycomicshop.com. Yay. No, not gonna do that. But I can't wait to be back so I can do this channel when I can in person. Take care, everyone. Happy collecting. I cannot wait to see what's on my list in 2026. Take care. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I love making these videos, and I love your guys' support. So, again, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Happy collecting.